Hi guys, this is Ruby with MRV Financial. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful monthly for our topic of the week. As always, please don't forget to share this message with your friends and family. You never know who may be, insurance shopping. That is going to be our topic of the week. We're actually going to be following up from last week's conversation. So yeah, let's get on with our topic. So today's topic, we're going to talk about what you put in, how do you build, or what's covered in your insurance policy. What should you be expecting? Last week we talked about commercial insurance, professional insurance policies, and what general liability coverage was. So today, let's say you already picked up what policy was the right policy for yourself, and now you move on to the next step of, okay, what do I need covered? What's not covered, right? So with insurance policies, they all follow the same standard, just like your auto insurance, your home insurance. Business policies also have a standard to follow. So they have a deductible, they have an out-of-pocket amount, or co-insurance, have whatever language you're used to. They do have restrictions. There are non-covered items on there. There are specialty byproducts called riders. So it's just important to know, according to my business line, what do I need my insurance policy to do for me? What makes sense? So deductibles could vary from $500 to $10,000, even more than that, depending on how much coverage you purchase. That general liability amount, or the maximum amount of insurance that you could purchase. Think of that number. If you're going to buy a $50 million policy, or if you're going to buy a 10 million, a million, whatever it is that you need, the deductible is going to be some way figured through that amount. And then you're going to have out-of-pocket expenses as well, depending on how your policy was built. They could say after, for these specific risks, we're going to cover, let's say you bought let's say $1 million policy, and you have a $1,000 deductible, and then you have the list of items that they say these we will cover at 100% once you pay your deductible, and then they'll break down your deductible for you. So then okay, if something were to happen in this category, that would be covered after I pay my deductible. But then they may have some non-covered items. They may have some items that they don't pay more than half. Then we go into the specialty buy. Let's say that let's use an example. Specialty buy is also called a writer. Let's say that you are a landscaper, and most typical insurance companies will say, oh, okay, well, that's a business owner's policy, or this is a commercial policy. This is going to be the type of coverage that we're going to offer to you. They may offer a very basic. What if you make patios? That may or may not be included in the policy. So be sure that you say, oh, I also make patios. I also build patios. What would that look like? Just to give you a scenario of asking, this is what service I offer, and this is the kind of coverage that I need. If there are non-covered restrictions, what are they? You would want to know what they are, because the worst part is filing a claim and finding out that item wasn't covered. As far as the payment terms, how much an insurance policy can cost you, it really all depends on the amount of coverage that you buy. If you don't buy any coverage, well, you're going to probably pay the very basic for, like, I have an insurance policy so that you could follow the law, but you may not have a lot of coverage. If you sit down and find out exactly what you need, and they add those, well, then you're going to be paying appropriate, specifically to what your services need. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our topic of the week. This is Ruby again with MRV Financial. If you have any questions for us, please do not hesitate to reach out to us, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.